The following is a holiday special presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Hello, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 27th day of December 2022. Then today, for the next hour, we are going to go through on a very slow basis how to play Strat-O-Matic Basketball Super Advanced PC version. And then, because people usually ask, well, who won the game? And part two, which I expect to be tomorrow, wherever we get, we'll play the rest of the game. So, as it turns out, I'm going to be playing the 85-86 Celtics. I've been doing that season offline for a while. Normally don't want to show those projects because they really are just for me. But look, you got the chance to possibly see, you will see Michael Jordan versus Larry Bird today. And so that's what you're going to get. So this is the 2020, this is the most recent version of Strat-O-Matic PC Basketball. The David Little has showed this off a little bit too. The card images are, I'll just show you in a minute because it's a regular game for there. So it's the Celtics and the Chicago Bulls from Chicago Stadium, late January 1986. So here is how I set up my games. I am human coach for both teams. I do not do any AI for this. Now everything else in the 85-86 replay is all played by computer. I don't show any action. This is going to be a pure card and dice experience here. You see my settings for text delay. That's a slider. Animation. I don't do any animation or shooting. You can. I actually think that the animation in basketball is the best of the four Strat games. Dice delay, that's just for my edification. Auto close, we don't do that. I use a detailed shot grid, and I'll tell you why when we get there. No sound, minimal play-by-play. I gotta sneeze here in a sec. We show the card image. I show the board game info. For basketball, I do use the improved interface. It works for basketball. It doesn't work for hockey. White scoreboard numbers, I think they're easier to use or easier to see. And I don't have any fatigue on. Okay, so I don't use fatigue. What you'll see me do is sub for fouls, and we'll go through all that. Because I try to get usage just about right, which sometimes is easy and sometimes is hard. So you click on continue and you go to this screen right here. So I have manually played every Celtics game that there is. And so I'm going to go into Chicago Stadium and there's no Kevin McHale. So I have to go with the poor shooting Bill Walton. So as you can see, everything is kind of with, except for Greg Kite and Sam Vincent, who I do like to use. Everyone else is within reason as far as minutes are concerned. If the Celtics are ahead and they have averaged 15-point wins throughout this replay, I set Larry Bird down with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I'm not going to burn a player if I don't need to. Robert Parrish has played a little too much, and we'll probably get more minutes today. DJ, 99%. Danny Ainge, again, I'm happy with these numbers. Jerry Sheasting, I'd like to throw out, but you'll see why in a few. So that's a Celtics lineup. So we're dressing everybody except for Kevin McHale. He's off. And Sly Williams, who, again, I only think only played like 13 games anyway. So that's the Celtics. I will make sure that Mr. Jordan is dressed. And so how do you do that? You click on the I and turn it to an E. And so Michael's gonna play. Everyone else is not. And I'm going to let the computer pick the instructions for the team just because it makes it easier that way so you don't get 18,000 errors. So, yes to Jordan and no to McHale. But this team isn't very good. So, I'd set both teams to fast break and normal defense. Hold on. In Strat, goodness gracious, one more. In Strat, your point guard should have something called a dazzler. I make DJ the point guard for the Celtics. Let me show you the card. Neither one of my starting guards have it's the DAZZ in the passing. It's open passing shots. DJ is a good passer, but he's not going to set up any automatic baskets. And we'll go through the rest of the stuff as we go through. So generally for game setup, I've learned that if you hit suggest, oh wait, I gotta make Jordan play. So first of all, I play a fast break offense, even though I don't fast break very often. It gives me the option. Remember, I'm playing both teams. This is kind of like you've got the cards out in front of you. So both teams, I want to have the option to fast break. I don't full court press. I play a normal. I switch the team. I go to offense, fast break. Jordan is going to sub for George Gervin. Okay, so in the position column there, on the bench, you see what players can play. If you know basketball, 1 is a point guard, 2 is a shooting guard, 3 is a small forward, 4 is the power forward, which I guess I got Bill Walton playing that today, and 5 is the center. And you want to make sure that you have someone that can fit on the bench in all those positions. Gervin can also play small forward. So now I'll hit suggest for the defense here, and the computer will set the defense. So we're going to play Kyle Macy close. Michael Jordan, we play normal. We're going to sag on Orlando Woolridge. Green is going to be guarded by Bill Walton on a block. And Corzine is going to play an inside defense against Robert Parrish. Now you can just leave those things. And now the Bulls defense will change. Michael Jordan will play Danny Ainge close. I think everything else is there. So the S is fatigue. And again, that's not going to change. I do the subs for both teams. F is foul. I is outside or inside. It tells me who my defender is. And then the type of defense that they are playing. And so, again, the interface here is not that great. We hit start. The ball is jumped. Boston has it. So the BGI control is the board game information. Ah, okay. You find it. Bernie plays this without any cards or boards and just shows the animations. It is a good suspense. I do agree with that. Okay, so in the red is the board game information. So right guard, which is Dennis Johnson, passes to center, Robert Parrish, and it's an open shot. Now, on the shot grid there, you can see it. You see where it's highlighted, inside shot. Parrish will take an inside shot 85% of the time. That tells me, the reason why I use that is it tells me what type of shot I should be taking for these players. And so, open inside shot from DJ to Parrish. I hit inside. We roll the dice. Ooh, it's good. Okay, so the black die can either be blank, and you would read off the shooter column, and we're writing off the inside shooter for the player. The team defensive card, if that black die was a D, we would read off the defensive column, or if it's an X, it's the individual defender. So Parrish was shooting off his own card. He rolled a 2 and then had to roll a 20-sider die, and he made the basket. Boston leads at 2-0. Chicago in a half court. Macy to Jordan. It's outside shot only or inside shot only. So Jordan to Green. Green goes back to Jordan. So Jordan can either shoot a 3 or an outside shot. Now Jordan, most of his shots are penetration shots, so we're going to read from the outside column on Jordan's card. His defender is Dennis Johnson. So the dice roll, is a blank on the black. So we read off of Jordan's card, and you see the O there. The O does not mean outside. The O means open. So if Jordan was open, we would roll the 20. The computer would roll the 20-sider 1 to 4. It is a shot. It is no good. We close the window. Rebound, defensive right forward, Larry Bird. Now, you can fast break to your own personal taste. That's why one of the great things about this game. I'm not going to fast break. We're just going to play the half-court offense. Left guard, Johnson to Ainge to Bird. Now, it would either be another pass, it'd be another fast action card unless there is a 2 or 3 shooter in the lineup. If you look at Larry Bird with a number 3, you see the double asterisk there. He is a 2-star shooter. So Ainge gives Bird a position shot. So I can take a look. Larry takes 3-pointers 11% of the time. He can take an outside shot 23% of the time, or he can penetrate 32% of the time. You can do whatever you want. Those are just suggestions. Since it's not an open shot, I'm going to penetrate because it gives me the best chance to get Larry to the line. And that's exactly what happens. The black die is blank. The roll was a 7, F2. So the foul should be, if this was a card and dice game, Orlando Woolrich would be called for the foul. Let's see what the computer does. And Larry is going to go to the line for 2. So I will make my first sub of the game. It is on Kyle Macy. So what I do, this is how I regulate minutes. First quarter always. Go to the bench. Hit team. And now I'm going to hit sub. I've got 2 potential point guards. I've got Quentin Daly. No, I have 1 potential point guard. I have Quentin Daly. And he's going to come in for Kyle Macy. And normally what I do is I let my bench player the first time play 3 minutes. It'll tell you that on the minute column over on the last one on the right for the Bulls, what that is. And again, it just makes sure that they get some rest and that players don't get into foul trouble. Obviously, you aren't subbing for a player in a real game 34 seconds in. But for me, it's just about trying to get minutes right. So Larry goes to the foul line. Click on the free. And so X is good. So Larry only misses on a 10 or a 12. First one, he rolled an 11. And the second one, he rolls a 5. So he hit them both. 4-0 Celtics. Hit continue. Right guard to center. Stolen by Robert Parrish. Okay. Oh, and a steal back by Michael Jordan. Steals are the defensive part of the card. So Jordan has it. He's going to fast break. And he makes it. Okay. So the black die roll was a D. So you'd look on the Celtics defensive card for the fast break. The roll is an 8. X is what you want. X marks the spot. Jordan slams it home. Any questions? So 4-2. Parrish, opponent defense 27. Pass to anyone with a 1. So those asterisks are important because it sets up an automatic shot chance. Parrish is not a great passer. He's going to find Bird. I can go outside or I can penetrate. And again, I want to get to the rack. I want to penetrate. And I missed the shot. It was black. The black die was blank, so it's Larry Bird's card. And the dice result number is a 4. And the blank means he just missed the shot. Flip for the rebound. Rebound taken by Michael Jordan. If my offensive left guard was rated a 3, which he wasn't, it would have been a rebound second chance for me. If not, Jordan, I'll tell you when I fast break. So Jordan walks it up. Center has it. Corzine passes. He's got 3 people he can pass this to because it's a 2 or 3 shooters. So you see Jordan has 3 stars. Quentin Daly has 3 stars. And Orlando Woolrich has 2 stars. You want to see Jordan, don't you? I mean, that's why you're here. So I can do, it's a position shot. So I can go outside or I can penetrate. So Jordan and the tongue are going to penetrate. He drives on DJ. All right, so we're going to read off of Jordan's card because it's the black die is blank and a 5. And that's X plus. So Jordan got the shot off. It's good, and that plus means someone committed a foul. Now, I'm going to guess it's going to be DJ that committed the foul. So Jordan gets an old-fashioned 3, and the crowd at Chicago Stadium is going to be going bonkers because he made some sort of magnificent play. That's how you should view that in your head. He got the layup in, and he was hacked in the process, and Johnny Most is having a conniption fit. Who's the foul on? It's on Larry Bird. Now, again, I play no favorites here when I make these subs early in the game. Go to the bench. Sub. Wedman is my best small forward. Bird's going to sit. Now you see Bird as a 3 or 4 by his positions. He's going to play some power forward, especially with Kevin McHale injured, because Bill Walton just doesn't shoot. We'll get to that. So Bird's going to sit for 3 minutes. And Jordan has 4 points already. Is going to go to the line. And he rolled a 6. Free throw is good, 2 through 9. Jordan is all 5 Chicago points. And they lead 5-4, a minute and a half in. Any questions? So Boston sets up right forward. Wedman to Ainge. Wedman's going to take a 3. Now the computer will make that determination. That's obviously up to you what you do. But when you flip over the fast action card, it says outside shot only or inside shot only for player positioned wherever they are. Generally, you're taking a shot outside. So it's going to be a 3 here. Wedman against Woolridge. And the dreaded R comes up. So Wedman would have hit the shot on his own column on a 2, 3, 4, or 10. Okay. If it had been a D, it would have been a good on a 5, 6, or 7, or 11. And Woolridge is a good defender. That blank column means the shot is no good and we get a rebound chance. That R by Wedman is that he has chosen to pass. He didn't like what he saw. He wants to continue it. So in the game, you would, on the table, you would flip and take another fast action card and move the 24-second shot accordingly. So Wedman's going to pass. Now Walton is going to take a shot. Now the board game card says any open shot because Jordan is not covering Bill Walton. So I have the option to do whatever I want here. I can take a 3, although that's 0%. I can take the baseline jumper, which is the outside shot, and I might do that because he might actually have some open chances. Bill Walton is not going to penetrate, and most of his shots are inside where he's playing in the paint. Now, since it's an open shot, and I want to see if I can get him 7% of his shots forever outside, he's taken the jumper from the baseline. And he rolls the dreaded R. So it came off of his card, and the 5 means replay. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take that card and not get a 24-second violation. But if he had rolled a 2, an 8, or an 11, the 8 and 11 is an automatic basket, and the 2 would have been 1 through 12. Look at Jordan's defense. The B in that Jordan card on the defender is for block. Okay, so either makes it or blocked. So Walton's going to pass. And he found Dennis Johnson back into Parrish. Now DJ is going to take a 3. The computer decides that. How you doing, Big Dave? Now DJ takes a 3 4% of the time. It's the mid-80s. And he rolls a replay. He rolled an R on that 10 off of his column. And now it will be a 24-second violation. The Celtics got too cute with it. So Chicago has it. Jordan and Daly steal by Ainge. And then we get a turnover. I should slow this down. All right. So after the turnover, Daly, board game says right guard passes to left forward. So Daly goes to Sidney Green, and Green is guarded by Bill Walton. So Green is going to take an inside shot. Not going to get any help here, so the O's don't help. Green rolls a D5. So Walton, you would look at the Celtics sag column because it's coming off the Celtics defensive card. Now, because you're being sagged off, you're pretty much leaving the shooter to do whatever. D5 bingo, that's right. And so instead, since it's not an open shot, the shot is missed. And so we would flip for the rebound and all that. So it worked for the Celtics there. Shot is missed. The rebound goes to Dave Corzine. Now, always take the rebound shot. If there's an R in the column, that's how I'll kick it off. But every rebound shot is going to be read off the inside column on the card. So Corzine rolls a 7. Now, he was open because every offensive rebound is an open shot, but he didn't want to take the shot. He grabbed it. Although it's a sag defense, Corzine didn't like it. He's going to set the offense back up with an R, which is like, no, you want to take the shot, dude. You're open. He's not. So Chicago sets it back up. Right forward, another replay. All right, so we got a switch attempt here. So Orlando Woolridge found Sidney Green, and Green is being covered by Scott Wedman. Now, it doesn't matter who is doing the switching. Any switch in Strat is an open shot, whether you're guarded by Spud Webb or whether you're guarded by Manute Bol. So I look at Green, and he's primarily an inside shooter. I'm going to take the outside baseline jumper because he should get some O's on that card. And Jamie says, Strat games make more sense when you can see the card. Always, 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 when you buy a Stratomatic PC game, buy the card image. It makes it that much more playable. Nothing against Action PC at all. They are all four are good games. But the Strat with the card image, pay that extra money, and it really is another experience. Does it need to be cleaned up? Yes, but that's not what we're doing here. All right, so Sydney's going to take a baseline jumper. Outside shot. We roll. Wedman, not a great defender. The great thing I think about the basketball game is that defenders are rated individually. So when it doesn't matter, that close is only for the team defense. So Wedman, you got the X, so Wedman has it. You rolled a 4, and Wedman gives up the shot, and the Bulls will lead it 7-4. I'll wait till I get a break in the action, and I'll slow down the text. That's just for me, because I don't normally need it. So left forward for Boston, Walton. Opponent defense 43. So you would look at Green's card at 43. I think I can do it from here. Yep. And so under defense, you look at 34 to 45, foul. And depending on the area, it'd be a one-shot foul. So it's not a shooting foul. So defensive numbers go from 21 to 51, and that's on the fast action card. So Green could have stolen, could have on a 21 to 24. Again, that's on the card. Between 25 and 33, he would have forced a pass to any one-star or higher shooter. 34 to 45, Green gets a little anxious. He commits the foul. 46 to 49 is a position shot, not an open shot, but a position shot, either outside or inside. Or 50 to 51, Green forces the turnover. So in this case, he commits the foul. And so I'm going to change him. It's not a shooting foul. It's only the second team foul on the Bulls. Oh, I don't know if I can change the options here. Update preferences? Yes. All right, we'll do this. So I go to the bench. I hit team. I look for someone that can play a 4. I wonder if Woolrich can play a 4. At Gervin for Green. Now, Quentin Daly has played 3 minutes for me. If I want to, I can bring in Kyle Macy back in the lineup. So my starting 5 are there. I don't think Larry has sat. No, Larry's not sat the 3 minutes yet. So I can't bring Larry back in. And so the new thing I discovered suggest. So now Macy will sag on Johnson. Jordan and Ainge are going to play normal defense. Gervin and Scott Wedman are going to dance. Walton and Woolridge are going to play inside. And Corzine has a block defense against Parrish. Now, I can change the Celtics defensive alignment that way. So Ainge will play Macy close. Johnson and Jordan will be normal. Wedman and Gervin will be normal. Walton is playing Woolrich inside, and Parrish and Corzine are going to try to block each other's shots. Boston takes the ball out of bounds. So Parrish, the card says refer Parrish. He'll dribble, open shot outside or inside for any player. That's really slow. So Parrish sets up the assist to Ainge. Ainge back to Parrish for an open shot inside. And so the X means it's on Corzine's card. The 5 means the shot is good. So Parrish went one-on-one with Corzine and makes the basket 7-6. Now it's Chicago. Chicago sets up in the half court. The right guard can pass to anybody for a position shot. So Macy can go to any of his other players. I'll answer that in a second. So we're going to go to Jordan. Actually, no. We're going to go to George Gervin, the Iceman. So select 3. It's a position shot for Gervin. So Gervin has 2 chances. Outside, 29%. That's not good. It just means what shot they took. Or Gervin's going to penetrate. So picture Gervin on the baseline versus Wedman. And he's going to penetrate on Scott. Oh, and draws the foul on a 4. So it's an X. So the shot counts. And Gervin's going to the line. And before I find out who the foul is on, Bernie says, is there a reason you like playing both sides? When I play, I coach against the computer. I can't really do cards and dice, as you know, on a tabletop. And so one of the things that the Strat games do is give me the chance to play a tabletop solo game if I had, like I had the cards and dice. And so for baseball, basketball, and hockey, I don't use the AI. I like the challenge of playing against myself. And as long as the key is, you have to play fair. What you do for one team, you got to do for the other. And so it's much more of a personal preference for me. In football, I use the AI generally for the other team because football of the 4, well, football, I don't do a lot of basketball either. But I like the Strat AI. I think it plays well. And, again, I just like being the offensive coordinator. All right, so who am I pulling here? Foul was against Scott Wedman. All right, so now I get to bring Bird back in. Now, Wedman won't have to wait the 4 because I don't want Walton to play. I try not to play anybody more than 9 minutes a quarter. Again, that's just me. All right, suggest we change any defense? Yes. Walton will now try to block everything Orlando Woolrich's way, and Corzine and Parrish will play inside. To be fair, I hit the team button. Let the Bulls, how you doing, midlife crisis? Let the Bulls choose their defense. They'll now play normal on Johnson, close on Danny, normal on Bird, inside out Walsh, and Korzine's going to try to block Parrish. So Gervin will go the line for 1. And he makes it on a 9. You do not need to roll the black die, obviously, on a free throw. So 2 to 9 and 11. So Gervin makes it. It is 9 to 6. 10 to 6. And we go along. Half court for Boston. Left guard refers to the action of the next card. Johnson to Ainge. Opponent defense 30. That's Jordan. Jordan will make the steal. And Jordan's going to go on the fast break. So Macy. Oh, so Jordan to Macy. And that sets up the assist. Now you can pass. But for goodness gracious. You want Jordan on the dunk. And so Bill Walton is guarding him. Goodness gracious me. And Walton's going to draw the foul. So Jordan will go to the line for 2. Now, the computer could randomly assign this to someone else. But it should be Jordan. It is Bill Walton. It is his first, and Walton's going to get benched. Now, I try to use Greg Kite as little as possible because he is a used napkin for this. So what I will do is I will slide Walton over and Bird. And I'll bring Wedman back in for Walton. I want Walton to sit for 3 minutes. So Bird will play power forward. We change around the defense a bit. Bulls will not make any changes. They change around their defense a bit. Again, let the computer do that. It gives you the best experience. I'm really not familiar with any of these. I'm more familiar with the Celtics. Bernie writes, makes sense. I let the AI coach the opponent because I'm not as familiar with the other team as much as I am with the Celtics. So as long as I play fair, this suggest button, I just figured out what it does, is that I try to be even-handed. I have an advantage because I'm human, and the Celtics are really, really good. But no, I mean, I think you do have an advantage if you are consistent. The better team is going to win. Most nights. All right, so Jordan goes to the line. Michael already has 5. And as you can see from this logic, Boston should be pounding Chicago, but it's 10 to 6. Jordan for 2. Hits the first on a 7. Let's slow. All right. Let's try that. Second one up. Hits them both. So I'm losing 12-6, Bernie. As you can see, it's made all the difference in the world for me to play both teams. All right. So record that. Jordan is 7 points in 4 minutes. So Boston sets up left forward. Johnson over to Bird. Opponent defense 23. So Woolridge is 23. Pass to anybody who's a 1. Bird can't pass it to himself. Flip a card. Right guard to left guard. Bird to Johnson. Johnson over to Ainge. So it's an open position shot. So I could take a 3. I could take the outside jumper, or I can penetrate. Danny doesn't shoot much. I'm going to go outside for Danny. And he misses the shot. Look at all the R's. That's why it's so. Jordan left Ainge open. Ainge thankfully took the shot because in his column there's too many R's. I'm sure there's the right amount of R's, but too many for me. So the shot is missed on the D6. The rebound check is, if the defensive right guard was a 4, he is not. So Robert Parrish gets the rebound shot. It's an inside shot. Open over Corzine. Now, 7 is intimidating man. And this has to do, you need to know the directions and all this to know what the intimidation number is and all that. So let's see if Corzine could knock Parrish off the ball. He missed it. So my offensive right forward is not a 4, if not defensive right forward. And so this, So on any intimidation attempts, if it's a miss, I fast break. So the Bulls are going to run right forward fast break. Macy to Gervin. And we look at Gervin's fast break card. It is Danny Ainge. And Ainge, it's a 10 on Ainge. Nothing doing. So the shot is missed. They run the break, can't score. Rebound taken by Larry Bird. And we will walk it up the floor. Left guard to right guard. Johnson to Ainge. Back to DJ. Position shot. So the O's don't matter here. DJ, 32% outside, 49% penetrate. On driving the lane. Against Kyle Macy, it's going to be on Macy's card. It's a 10. And DJ made the basket. It is 12-8. Left guard for the Bulls as they walk it up. Macy to Jordan. 44 on DJ is pass to any +1. So Jordan can't take the shot. He can give it to Woolrich or Gervin. I want to give it to the Iceman because I took away a start. It's a position shot. So Gervin, 2% threes, 29% outside. Gervin's going to penetrate on Wedman. In the paint, again, wow, that's not an offensive foul. So intimidation factor, I believe that's going to be Larry Bird. And Bird doesn't do it. No, he missed it. And the rebound is pulled down by Wedman. So since it's an intimidation or a block, I fast break. And it's going to go to Scott Wedman on the fast break shot. So Wedman to DJ. Baseball pass to Wedman. And Wedman turns it over on the 7. Oh, that's what that T is. It doesn't work. So he walked with it. So Chicago left forward to center. So Corzine. Woolrich gives Corzine a position shot. Corzine. It's on Parrish's card with the X, and Parrish didn't block it, but he did enough for Corzine to miss the shot. Rebound goes to the left forward, Larry Bird. Bird has another rebound. We play half court, 6:43 first quarter. Parrish, opponent defense 45. Corzine forces the pass to Bird. It is a position shot, and so Bird can only shoot because he's playing inside as an inside shooter. So Bird in the paint with Woolrich, and that's a BL. So it's either a block or it's a missed shot. And if Chicago gets the rebound for me, that's a fast break chance. The rebound goes to Parrish, so Parrish will have an open shot inside on the rebound chance. So Parrish goes back up. D7, intimidation man. So let's see if it's Woolrich or Corzine. It's a missed shot. Anybody with a 7 for Chicago, they don't. Goes out of bounds, a defensive rebound. So Macy to Gervin on the pass, and it's an open shot here. Yeah, there weren't a lot of threes in 85. I have that 73-win Warrior team. They are fun. I don't mind the Chuck and Ducks. They are fun. All right, so Gervin has an open shot. He's already taken 2. If you look in that bottom row of that, I know it's hard to read on the grid, but it's telling me that I've already taken 2 penetration shots. Gervin is going to be open outside. And that's where we're going to go. A 15-foot jumper, 1-16 on the 12. Yep, he hit it. So again, look, on the outside, that's a very good card. And we trail 14-8. Left forward for Boston, so Bird, replay. We look at the center now, Parrish. So Parrish is open. Poor Kyle Macy's going to guard him. So, again, we're going to take that baseline jumper for Parrish on the outside. and he missed the shot. Macy's playing him close. It's a good thing Robert Parrish used his Aerodex to dry. But on that 7, it would be good because of the O. So the rebound is going to be Kyle Macy. And Macy will walk it up the court. We're going to look at Corzine. Opponent 44 on Parrish. So Corzine is forced to pass. He's going to give it to Woolridge. And Orlando, who takes shots 39% of the time inside. You look at his column over Bird. Now, Bird's card, look at that. It would be good on a 2, 3, or 4, but Larry blocks the shot. So Larry got a piece of it. Who gets the rebound? Robert Parrish. On a block and a turnover, I run. Right forward, fast break. Johnson fires to Wedman. So Wedman in the paint turns it over. Normally on the RF fast break shot, that would be Larry Bird. Wedman turns it over. All right, so do I want to change it? No, it's a turnover and I can't change. So Chicago, left guard to right forward. Jordan to Gervin. Good pass from Jordan. So Gervin has the option here. We'll go outside again for Gervin over Wedman. And draws the 2-shot foul on the 7. So the Iceman goes to the line. Who is the foul on? Wedman, that's his second. I want to rest Parrish here. I want to start resting some people. So for the Celtics, Carlisle in for Ainge. And I'll burn Kite to sit for Parrish. I'll let DJ and Bird play, and I'll let Wedman pick up his 3rd foul. So Carlisle, Wedman, and now Kite, I'll let commit fouls. For me, that doesn't matter. Now I can make some changes for the Bulls. I'll let Jordan play, but I'm going to sub Woolridge and Corzine. So Sidney Green will come back in for Woolridge. And Charles Oakley will sit for Corzine. Oops. And I forgot to swap around the defenses here. So we're going to sag. So I want to explain all those. But the game keeps track of that for you. So Gervin's got 2 free throws for you. X marks the spot for 1. Gervin is 6. He hits them both. So 16-8. 5:27 first quarter. We're only going to go about 15 more minutes. Any questions? You guys understanding what I'm saying and all that? We flip the card. Right guard passes to any for a position shot. Position shot. So what I normally look for here is anyone with the asterisk. Goes to Bird. Position shot inside for Larry. Guarded by Sidney Green. Intimidation check is going to be missed. So Oakley with the rebound. And since it's on an intimidation check, fast break for the Bulls. Macy to Gervin. So Gervin runs the floor. Gervin, fast break. D4. That's a miss. So the Celtics did just enough to force Gervin off. Rebound check. Defensive center, Greg Kite. And no, we're not fast breaking. So we set it up right forward. Wedman. Outside shot for Wedman only. Kite gets the assist check. So Kite passes it out to Wedman. Wedman scores. His own chart, his own card on an 8. That's an X. So Wedman can shoot. It's the combination of Sting and Walton in the game at the same time. If you've ever played the '86 Celtics, oh, and it's 16-10. Left forward to right guard. Macy to Green. Back to Macy. Gonna have a shot here. Now, I look at my shot chart. Hasn't taken any shots. So Macy primarily is an outside shooter. So we'll give the outside shot. Now, a blank on the 11 on his column means the shot is missed. Rebound Scott Wedman. I don't fast break. Half court. Walk it up. We refer to Greg Kites. Opponent defense 44 for Oakley. Oakley commits the foul. I'll ignore it because Oakley's coming off the bench. And we just go to the next card. Thank goodness Kite isn't shooting free throws. We flip it. Back to Kite's card again. Opponent defense 30. Oakley commits the foul. That's his second. Again, I'm really not paying attention. I don't think Oakley needs... Although, I'd be barking at him on the sideline. Again, second verse, same as the first. Left forward, so Larry Bird. Wedman to Bird. 26 on Green. Bird has to pass. He doesn't have anybody. We flip a card. Bird, however, finds Kite. However, Bird hit the Dazzler on their card, and Kite scores. Write that one down. Now, we look at Oakley. I'll explain the Dazzler in a minute. Oakley to Gervin. Back to Oakley. So Charles is going to shoot inside. But he's not open. So it's on the Celtics card. It's a D8 and it's an O, not an X. So since Oakley was guarded closely by Greg Kite, rebound. And it goes to Oakley because Kite is not a 5. So Oakley, open on the inside, second bite of the cherry. On Kite's card, on a 5, it's an X5 roll, and Oakley over Kite makes the shot, and it's 18-12. It's a thunderous dunk. We look at Kite's card again. Opponent 28. Oakley forces the pass, so Kite over to Bird, and Larry can only shoot inside on a position shot. Inside. So Bird over Green. It's going to be on Sidney Green's card. It's an 8. It's a block. So who gets the rebound? Defensive left forward Sidney Green snags his own rebound. Chicago starts the break. Gervin to Jordan. Oh yeah, here we go. Tongue flying everywhere. Jordan on the break. Misses the shot on an 8. Who gets the rebound? Wedman. And we'll walk it up. 3:20. Again, it's Kite. Ah! Replayed. Left guard is going to be Rick Carlisle. Going to find Larry Bird because there's a 2 or 3 shooter on the floor. Bird hasn't made a shot inside. It tells you he's 0 for 3 inside. And Green forces him off. So you know from an X9 that Sidney Green, it's off his card, he forced Larry off the shot. The rebound is going to be Kyle Macy. And we'll walk it up. 18-12, Bulls by 6. Left guard, Jordan. Outside shot only for Jordan, because that's what the card says. Gervin has the assist chance. Jordan is going to have to take the outside. He's not open. 1-19 on the 2, and Jordan hits it anyway. It's 20-12. Jordan has 9 now, right? Left to Bird to Johnson, another Dazzler. And I need a break in the action to show you that. So Bird has 2 automatic assists. That's what the Dazzler is. And it's 20-14. Green. Oakley with the assist chance back to Sidney Green. Now the computers determine he's taking a 3 here. 1% of Love Sydney's chances are threes. He can't hit it on his own card. That's a rebound for chance for the Celtics. It's Wedman. No break. Johnson over to Wedman. Back to Johnson for a position shot. Dennis is going to penetrate. And the shot is blocked. Or a blocked chance. It's a miss. Rebound Green. Bulls are going to run. Macy going to take it all the way himself. All the way with JFK. And he misses on the D4. Rebound is going to be a defensive team rebound. We set it up right forward to center. Wedman to Kite. Position shot. And I'm going to call time. Any questions? Oh. All right, so let's show you how the Dazzlers work. On the fast action card, there's a number for passing. And so if Larry has the pass, a 1 or 2, and the ball is stolen. And I'm sure there's some on a normal pass, okay? A 1 or 2 is stolen. A 3, and Larry turns it over. A 4 through 20, and that Daz with a period is an automatic basket to whoever he's passing it for. Bird had some of the best hands of our forward. How you doing, Matt? On the fast break, if that number is a 1, the left forward turns it over. The center turns it over on a 2. Pass is stolen on a 3 to 6. A 7 to 10 is a turnover in the fast break. And it's an 11 to 10 on a Dazzle. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I forgot what I was doing here. Okay. So, subs. Sam Vincent in for DJ. Walton in for Kite. I'll set Larry down. Now, what am I doing here? Jordan has played 11 minutes, so I want to sit him down. But I only have one person that can play card. So let's put Daly in for Jordan. And Corzine back for Oakley. And we'll suggest Matt played a ton of Strat basketball in the late 80s and early 90s. Oh, 2014 played by mail. Yeah, this really has become my basketball game of choice. Wedman I probably should have pulled out. So Boston, left guard, Carlisle. Replay there. Vincent has the 1 star. Wedman, opponent 41, so that's Gervin. So Wedman will pass it to Vincent for the shot. Now, Sam Vincent's going to penetrate. 82% of the time. Great foul shooter, too. And he gets it. So I rolled a D3, and he got past Macy. And it's 20 to 16. So right guard for the Bulls. Macy dribbles. He's got 2 shooters he could do this to. Daly or Gervin. We'll bring it out to Daly for a position shot. Quinton is going to penetrate over Carlisle and draws the foul. A 2-shot foul coming up on Sam Vincent. I do want to get Wedman out because he's played 9 minutes. And Bird hasn't. So Larry's back on the floor. Daly, 2 shots, 2 to 9. First one's a 6. Second one is a 7. So they're good. Daly hits them both, and the Celtics trail by 6. Center. Yeah, it's Parrish now. Opponent 43 for Corzine. Pass to any 1+. So Parrish to Burt. Oh, I can go Vincent too. We'll go to Larry. Position shot. Outside or penetrate. Larry's not having a great day from the field. He's 0 for 5. We're going to penetrate over Gervin and draw the foul. 85-86 is the year. So Macy with the second foul. I want to arrest Jordan. We'll ignore the second foul for Macy. Bird goes to the line. 8 is good. 12 is not. So he goes 1 for 2. It's 22-17 Chicago. Rebound goes to Dave Corzine, who gets the card. Pass from Macy, 31. Parrish forces the pass. And again, we'll go to Daly. And Daly's going to drive the lane. Fills the lane. Draws the foul. You're watching this, LeBron? So Carlisle has 2 fouls. Everyone else looks good, so we'll go to the line. Daly hits the first. Daly hits the second. 24-17 Chicago, and Daly has 4 off the bench. You haven't touched it in a year and a half. 85-86 Rockets and PC replay. That should be pretty good. That team, that was not a fluke that they beat the Lakers that year. They really were a good team. Right forward. Vincent to Bird. 29 on Gervin. Larry's going to have to do a replay. Oh, to Vincent. Because Vincent has the star. Vincent's going to drive the lane on Macy and draws the foul. And it's on George Gervin. And that's his first. And with 8 minutes set. He was supposed to play for... We'll bring in Woolridge. Samson, the Twin Towers. Samson and Elijah one. Okay. So Vincent, 2 shots. Hits on a 7. And hits on a 7. So 24-19. Bulls by 5. Last minute. We'll finish out the first quarter and call it a stream. Right guard, Macy, is open. So Parrish goes to cover Macy. Now, again, this is kind of an absurdity that Parrish should be able to do. So what am I going to do with Macy? I'm going to have Macy penetrate. Drives the lane and gets the dreaded R. So Macy spins around, passes it out. Left guard. So Daly has an outside shot only. Or a 3-pointer. Outside shot for Daly. No good. D9, so the Celtics' normal defense? No. Center, Parrish with the rebound. Half court for Boston. Parrish's card from Sam Vincent, 27 on Corzine. Forces the pass out. We'll pass it to Bird, because Bird has a star. Bird, it's not open. We're going to penetrate again on Woolridge, and that's good. D5. So what you would do is you look at the column for the team, and I believe those are all the same. Actually, I can't say that. So you'd read the D5, and it says X. So Bird has 5 points in the quarter, and it's a 3-point game, 24-21. Green will replay it. Next card goes to the left guard, Quentin Daly. Outside shot only. Rolls a D5, which is a miss on the normal D. So rebound Parrish. Not going to fast break. Vincent over to Walton. Nice pass. So it's an open shot for Walton inside. Let's see if Bill actually takes the bloody thing. Walton does take the shot. Oh, he rolled a 9. So D2, 1 to 8. Roll the 20. It's a 9. It rolled in and out. 1 second left. Rebound Woolridge. And that will be the end of the quarter. So let's show you the box score. I wish that they could make the box score bigger. So the Celtics went 8 for 19 from the floor for 42%. Bird, terrible, 1 for 6. 3 for 4 from the line. He has 5 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it tells you by quarter how they scored and assists and rebounds. Chicago went 7 for 21 in the quarter, 33%, but they made all 10 free throws. And Jordan has 9 points. So Jordan, 24-21 when we pick this back up. So it tells you the fast break points, second chance points, points in the paint, biggest lead, and team turnovers, and the star of the game, of course, is Michael Jordan. Now, I could make changes here. I'm not going to. Quarter is underway, and then I'm going to exit here. So we're to the one possession right guard. So Macy is open. Going to select exit. Macy, what's he going to do? It's force Walton to make the play outside, and it's no good. Shot is missed. Rebound Bird. No break. We save the game and exit. Auto save. All right. My first big project was playing, Matt says, with entire NBA playoffs with Strat, Card, and Dice. It was an early 90s season. Utah beat Detroit on a three-pointer at the buzzer in Game 7 of the final. That would hook you for life, yeah. I played that when I was about 16 or 17. All right, let's click Boston here. Now, here's the defensive cards. On a normal, I don't know, inside man's block rating applicable against other positions. So that's what the cards are. So every team has 3 defensive cards. So that's normal. That's close. And that's against the SAG. So normal being a normal NBA defense, close, middle school dance, SAG, married for a while. And I'll show you Boston stats. We've just hit the halfway mark. They're 36-5. Any questions? But they just pummel teams. And those are the line scores. This team is just incredible.
You still going?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It was Dale Griffin who made the shot. I must have stopped for 50 minutes trying to decide if she should take the 3 or shoot to playing for the winner of the tie. There you go. So that's the Celtics half season for you. And if you want, we'll just play the game at regular speed tomorrow for an hour. It honestly doesn't take that long. It takes longer when you're calling it and that. But hopefully over the last hour and 4 minutes, if you've never played Strat basketball or curious about it, show you how the game works and how much fun it can be. There's a lot of good basketball games out there. But what I like about this one is that it just gives you the feeling that you influenced the decision. Yeah, 84-80, 25-3 Bernie with APC. Wow. That you're, along with Action PC, that you guys make the difference in how the game it goes. I wasn't a huge basketball fan growing up, except for the Celtics. And that was more to listen to Johnny Most complain about what a big idiot that Bill Laimbeer is. So I've lost one home game to Dallas. That was it. So, any other questions before we call it a stream? Jamie didn't know there were any other replay for any other sports besides baseball until you were in high school and you're playing games on the computer. I played NBA Avalon Hill and loved it. John says, I have the original 74, 75, 78, 79, and 79, 80. I pull it out once in a while. Totally different. And you just play the old elementary. This computer forces you to play super advanced, but it does all the bookkeeping for you. And you can see, I have a bunch of seasons. And it's fun. I mean, this is a fun game. I mean, every game has its warts and all that, but it's a fun game. So here are the standings. Houston is 34-12. They have a better record than the Lakers. But yeah, 36-5. Milwaukee, I'm not sure how many times we played them. Houston 4.5 up, or 5.5 up on Denver, and the Lakers 4 up on Portland. We'll do the league leaders. The Dazzler's great, and Bird is the only one that has it for the Celtics that year. So Dominique averaging 31.3 a game. Dantley, Vandeweghe, English, Moses, Bird 25.4. Purvis Short, Kareem, Jeff Malone, Bill Laimbeer 15 rebounds a game. Moses 6.2 offensive rebounds. Johnson for San Antonio shooting 64%. Artis Gilmore 60%. Larry Nance. Farrell Edwards for the Clippers. Sam Vincent, love him on the free throw line. Larry hits a lot of threes. I think Larry's three part is overpowered. Magic dishing out 14.7. He's got dazzlers all over the place. McHale, too many blocks. That's about the only thing there. They gave him a block. His entire defensive card's a block. I'll show you the Magic card. I mean, dazzles all over the place. Actually, Oscar Robertson is a better passing column than Magic. A Dazzler, yeah, the Dazzler just... That's the only reason how you can get Greg Kite to score. So, hopefully, again, we've given you a taste in how the game plays. Not on sale at the moment. Highly recommended for me. It's just a heck of a lot of fun to play. And that's how you go. Remember drafting Brian Shaw of the Celtics when he was a rookie, and he had a point guard and was disappointed with how few dazzlers he had despite a good number of assists. Yet the Dazzler just makes it go. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. We will probably do this tomorrow and just play an hour's worth of basketball. Not explaining it and just doing it as a game. The Celtics in trouble on the road against the Bulls. Until then, I'm Ron Juckett. Have yourself a great day, everybody. So long.